I used to think the start of a new year meant getting everything in order, cleaning up, organizing my space, and setting new goals. But this time, things felt different. Life got chaotic. Unexpected challenges came up, and suddenly, even the smallest tasks felt like too much. That's when I realized that decluttering isn't just about tidying up, it's about creating space for what truly matters. When we let go of the things that no longer serve us, whether it's physical clutter, mental stress, or emotional baggage, we make room for clarity, peace, and a life that feels lighter. If you've been feeling overwhelmed or stuck, maybe it's time for a reset. Let's talk about how simplifying our space and mindset can bring more freedom, focus, and fulfillment into our daily lives. Ever noticed how a messy space can make you feel more stressed, distracted, or even overwhelmed? It's not just in your head. Our surroundings have a direct impact on our mental clarity and overall mood. That's why clearing your physical space is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to reset your mind and energy. Start with the areas you use the most. It could be your bedroom, where you begin and end your day, your kitchen, where you prepare meals, or your workspace, where productivity thrives or crumbles under piles of clutter. Something as simple as clearing off your desk, organizing a drawer, or getting rid of things you no longer use can instantly make your space feel lighter and more inviting. And don't just stop at physical clutter. Think about those little things that create invisible stress. Maybe it's a pile of unopened mail, a closet packed with clothes you never wear, or a fridge full of expired food. By tackling these small but impactful areas, you create a space that feels fresh, functional, and peaceful. Decluttering isn't about having a Pinterest-perfect home. It's about making room for what truly matters. When you clear out the excess, you free up space for creativity, focus, and a sense of calm that can transform not just your home, but your entire mindset. Ever try to get something done but keep getting pulled in a million directions? Your phone's buzzing, the TV's on in the background, your desk is a mess, and suddenly you've spent 20 minutes scrolling instead of actually doing anything. It's not just about willpower. Your environment plays a huge role in how focused or distracted you are. Think about it. Trying to work in a cluttered, noisy space is like trying to run with weights on your legs. You're making things harder for yourself without even realizing it. That's why setting up a no-distraction zone can make such a difference. It doesn't have to be fancy, just a clean, quiet spot where you can focus. Maybe it's clearing off your desk, putting your phone in another room, or setting a simple rule like no screens an hour before bed. When you make it easier to focus, you don't have to fight so hard to stay on track. Set up your space to work for you, not against you, and you'll be amazed at how much more productive and at peace you feel. The people you spend the most time with have a huge influence on your mindset, emotions, and overall well-being. Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling completely drained? Or maybe you've had moments where you felt like certain people in your life were holding you back rather than lifting you up. The reality is, not every relationship is meant to stay, and that's okay. It's important to take a step back and evaluate the connections in your life. Ask yourself, do these people encourage my growth? Do they celebrate my successes and support me through challenges? Or do they constantly bring negativity, drama, and unnecessary stress into my life? If you find yourself stuck in relationships that drain your energy or lower your confidence, it may be time to set boundaries or even walk away. Instead, invest your time in people who inspire, motivate, and genuinely care for you. Surround yourself with those who push you to be better, who challenge you in positive ways, and who bring joy and meaning to your life. Whether it's close friends, family, or even a mentor, nurturing relationships that align with your values and personal growth will have a profound impact on your happiness. Remember, relationships should add to your life, not take away from it. Letting go of toxic connections doesn't mean you don't care. It means you value your peace, mental clarity, and self-worth. The more you surround yourself with people who radiate positivity, the more you'll start to see those same qualities reflected in your own life. The people you spend the most time with have a huge influence on your mindset, emotions, and overall well-being. Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling completely drained? Or maybe you've had moments where you felt like certain people in your life were holding you back rather than lifting you up. The reality is, not every relationship is meant to stay, and that's okay. It's important to take a step back and evaluate the connections in your life. Ask yourself, do these people encourage my growth? Do they celebrate my successes and support me through challenges? Or do they constantly bring negativity, drama, and unnecessary stress into my life? If you find yourself stuck in relationships that drain your energy or lower your confidence, it may be time to set boundaries or even walk away. Instead, invest your time in people who inspire, motivate, and genuinely care for you. Surround yourself with those who push you to be better, who challenge you in positive ways, and who bring joy and meaning to your life. Whether it's close friends, family, or even a mentor, nurturing relationships that align with your values and personal growth will have a profound impact on your happiness. Remember, relationships should add to your life, not take away from it. Letting go of toxic connections doesn't mean you don't care. It means you value your peace, mental clarity, and self-worth. The more you surround yourself with people who radiate positivity, the more you'll start to see those same qualities reflected in your own life. Have you ever felt like something from your past is still holding you back, even though you're trying to move on? Maybe it's a grudge you've been holding against someone who hurt you, or a painful memory that seems to pop up every time you try to move forward. The truth is, unresolved emotions can weigh you down without you even realizing it. Think about it. If you're carrying around anger from an old argument or regret over missed opportunities, that emotional baggage can make every new step feel heavier. Letting go of that baggage isn't just about forgetting the past. It's about taking back control of your life. It's like carrying around a backpack filled with rocks. The longer you hold onto it, the more tired and drained you feel. But once you decide to let go, you'll feel lighter and freer. Imagine being able to focus on the present, fully embracing new opportunities without the past pulling you back. It's about freeing yourself from the past's grip so you can finally start living the life you truly deserve. A lot of people fall into the trap of chasing too many goals at once, thinking that being busy means being productive. But in reality, spreading yourself too thin can leave you feeling frustrated and burned out. Imagine someone trying to get in shape, learn a new language, start a side business, and improve their social life, all at the same time. It sounds ambitious, but the truth is, when you try to do everything at once, you end up making slow or no progress at all. Instead, the key is to focus on one or two meaningful goals that truly align with what you want in the long run. Take Steve, for example. He always dreamed of starting his own business, but he also wanted to improve his fitness, travel the world, and learn guitar. For years, he tried to juggle everything, but he never got anywhere. It wasn't until he made a decision to fully commit to building his business that things started to change. He focused on gaining the skills he needed, networking with the right people, and putting in the work every single day. Eventually, his business took off, And with the freedom he created, he was finally able to pursue his other interests without stress. The takeaway: prioritize what truly matters. If you have a goal that's important to you, whether it's starting a business, writing a book, or mastering a skill, give it your full attention. Break it down into manageable steps, stay consistent, and let go of the pressure to do everything at once. When you align your actions with your bigger vision, success comes faster than you think. Money stress can sneak up on you just like a messy room. It sits in the background, weighing on your mind even when you're not thinking about it. If you've ever felt that sinking feeling when checking your bank account or realized you're constantly playing catch-up with bills, it's time to simplify. Take Jake, for example. He always felt like his paycheck disappeared too fast, but he never really knew why. One day, he sat down and actually looked at where his money was going. Turns out, he was paying for 3 different streaming services he barely used, a gym membership he hadn't touched in months, and a bunch of little charges from random subscriptions he forgot to cancel. Once he cut out the extras and set up automatic bill payments, he suddenly had extra cash and way less stress. The truth is, financial clutter builds up just like physical clutter. It piles on little by little until it feels overwhelming. But once you start clearing it out, things feel lighter. Try going through your expenses, canceling anything unnecessary, and setting up a simple budget. Even small changes like rounding up your purchases into a savings account or automating your bills can make a huge difference. The less you have to stress about money, the more freedom you have to focus on what really matters. We plan meetings, deadlines, and social events like they're non-negotiable. But when was the last time you actually scheduled time for yourself? Taking time for self-care, hobbies, or even just a moment to do nothing isn't selfish. It's essential. Think about it. When you're constantly running on empty, everything feels harder. But when you take a step back to recharge, whether it's going for a walk, reading a book, or just sitting at your favorite cafe with a coffee in hand, you come back feeling more energized, focused, and present. There's something about slowing down, sipping a warm cup of coffee, and just being in the moment that helps reset your mind. Prioritizing yourself doesn't mean neglecting responsibilities. It means making sure you have the energy to show up as your best self in every other area of your life. So go ahead, put yourself on your own schedule, grab that coffee, and enjoy a little time just for you. You deserve it. We live in a world that glorifies being busy, but here's the truth. You don't have to be productive every second of the day. If you constantly feel like you should be doing more, it's time to let that pressure go. Rest isn't wasted time. It's necessary for your mind to recharge. Think about it. When was the last time you truly relaxed without feeling guilty? Whether it's watching your favorite show, going for a walk, or picking up a hobby just for fun, these moments matter just as much as your to-do list. A burnt-out mind doesn't get more done. It just makes everything feel harder. When you allow yourself to slow down and reset, you'll come back sharper, more creative, and actually more productive in the long run. So, take the break. Let yourself breathe. You're not falling behind. You're giving yourself the energy to move forward. At the end of the day, decluttering isn't just about getting rid of stuff. It's about creating space for the things that actually matter. Whether it's clearing out your physical space, setting boundaries in relationships, or letting go of the constant need to be productive, simplifying your life gives you more room to breathe, focus, and grow. You don't have to do everything at once. Start small. Maybe that means tidying up one part of your home, taking a break from social media, or giving yourself permission to rest without guilt. Every little step you take brings you closer to a life that feels lighter, more intentional, and more aligned with what truly makes you happy. So take a moment to reflect. What's one thing you can let go of today to make space for something better? If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more content like this. Your support means the world and helps the channel grow. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.